Hey everyone, welcome back to news. Tonight, we are not just talking about a drama couple on screen. We are talking about the moment when two of China's brightest young stars, Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei, finally speak honestly about what they really mean to each other. And why fans from America to Korea, Japan, Thailand, Singapore, the Philippines, Australia, France, Canada, Indonesia and across Europe cannot stop talking about it. For years, people have said, their chemistry is too real. They must be more than colleagues. In today's video, we are going to break down what they actually said, why this felt like a turning point for fans, the new projects and ideas people are quietly hoping for, and what this together might really look like in real life, without crossing any lines or invading anyone's privacy. Stay with me until the end, because this is not just about one couple. It is about how modern love, fame, culture and fandom are colliding in a way we have never seen before. Before the rumors, before the edits, before the hashtags, there were simply two young actors standing under hot studio lights, trying to do their jobs well. Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei first met each other as colleagues, carrying the weight of expectations that comes with being labeled the next generation of Chinese stars. On set, they were professionals, memorizing lines, hitting their marks, listening carefully to the director's notes. But something extra began to appear in the frame. It was in the way their eyes lingered a fraction longer than the script demanded, in the way their body language softened when they faced one another. Viewers in China noticed it first, then audiences in Korea, Japan, Thailand, Singapore, the Philippines, Australia, Europe, North America and beyond started to feel it too. Clips were cut, translated and re-uploaded with captions like "Why does this feel so real?" And this is not just acting. What began as on-screen chemistry quietly evolved into a global ship. People who had never met each other exchanged theories in comment sections, created fan art in their own languages and stayed awake across time zones just to watch new episodes together. In that atmosphere, Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei gradually stopped being seen as two separate stars and started to be perceived as a pair. Every shared laugh at a press conference, every glance at an awards show, every behind-the-scenes moment added another small piece to the puzzle. By the time they finally sat down to talk about their together, the world had already been watching their story, frame by frame, for a very long time. To understand the impact of that interview, you first have to understand this: people were not just following a drama. They were emotionally invested in a journey. From the outside, it may seem like just another celebrity interview. Two actors sit on a sofa, answer personal questions, trend on social media for a day and then the world moves on. But for many fans, this particular moment with Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei carries a different weight. It is the culmination of countless small hints, quiet hopes and unspoken expectations that have been building over time. Part of the significance comes from rarity. In an industry where every word can be misinterpreted and every gesture can be turned into a headline, most artists learn to protect themselves by saying very little. They keep their private lives locked away, not because they do not feel deeply, but because the cost of being misunderstood is high. Against that backdrop, even a modest admission of closeness begins to feel brave. Another reason this moment feels so large is that audiences have grown up alongside them. Many viewers first knew Wu Lei as a child actor and have watched him navigate the difficult transition into adult roles. Zhao Lusi has moved from being a fresh face to a leading actress whose name alone can draw attention to a project. Seeing them now, sitting as equals, reflecting on what they mean to each other, creates a sense of time passing and growth shared with the audience. And then there is the emotional investment. People have poured hours into watching their dramas, editing scenes, sharing trailers, translating interviews. This interview is not just about confirming a rumor. It is about acknowledging the invisible bridge between the stars and the people who support them. It feels big because it quietly validates years of feeling, imagination, and loyalty. In a world where stories are often rushed and disposable, this one has unfolded slowly. That is why, when two people finally decide to speak even a little more openly, it does not feel like a small update. It feels like a chapter turning. The drama that first connected Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei in the public's mind gave us many memorable scenes, stolen glances, arguments that melted into apologies, moments of shared silence that said more than any long speech. But what truly deepens their story lies in everything the camera did not capture. We did not see the early table reads, where they first discovered the rhythm of each other's voices. We did not see the rehearsals in quiet corners, where they tried different ways of delivering a line until it felt truthful, not just technically correct. We did not see the days when the weather was harsh, or the scenes were emotionally draining, and one of them silently placed a bottle of water or a small snack near the other without making it a big gesture. Colleagues often talk about how chemistry on screen is built on trust off-screen. Trust that the other person will hold the emotional space of a difficult scene without judging. Trust that if you forget a line, they will find a way to guide the moment back without breaking the illusion. Trust that they will protect your vulnerability when the cameras stop rolling. These are not dramatic, headline-worthy moments, but they are the ones that shape a bond. When Zhao Lusi laughs at something Wu Lei says during an interview, the ease in her expression is born from hours spent working side by side. When Wu Lei glances at her before answering a sensitive question, that reflex comes from knowing she understands what he is about to say. The audience sees the final product, the perfectly lit scenes, the edited episodes, the polished promotional clips. What they rarely see is the quiet, repetitive, often exhausting work that goes into creating that illusion. It is within that unseen labor that their connection has been forged, and it is why even a simple sentence about being important to each other can carry so much meaning. When people say they want to see more of Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei together, they are not only asking for more photographs or more interviews. They are imagining futures, both fictional and real, where this partnership continues to unfold in new and unexpected ways. On the creative side, fans are already dreaming aloud. Some hope for a contemporary romantic comedy, where the two can play characters who are allowed to be playful, flawed and completely ordinary, navigating work and love in a city that looks a little like ours. Others wish to see them reunite in a period drama with rich costumes and complex politics, where their characters are torn between duty and feeling, allowing them to explore deeper emotional layers. There are also those who imagine them stepping outside the boundaries of scripted television altogether. A travel series, perhaps, where they visit different countries, taste local food, and meet international fans who discovered them through streaming platforms. Or a quiet documentary project about acting and craft, in which they talk honestly about pressure, expectation, and the ways in which they keep themselves grounded. Beyond projects, there is a softer kind of future that people quietly hold in their minds. It is not about specific roles or contracts, but about the hope that whatever happens to their careers, the respect and warmth they have built will continue. That they will be able to look back one day, whether as co-workers, close friends or something more, and say, "We went through this together, and we helped each other become better." These are, of course, dreams from the outside. The real decisions belong to Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei, their teams and their own hearts. Yet the fact that people around the world are imagining such futures says something important. This is not a pairing viewers want to consume quickly and forget. It is a connection they hope to see grow slowly, in whatever form it chooses. One of the most fascinating aspects of Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei's story is how audiences in different parts of the world project their own values, tastes and cultural stories onto this pairing. The same scene, watched in different languages, can evoke surprisingly varied interpretations. In Korea, where the language of subtle glances and restrained emotion is deeply understood through decades of television, viewers often focus on the delicacy of their interaction. A small shift in eye contact, a slight change in tone, is enough for Korean fans to write entire threads analyzing what it might mean. In Japan, there is an appreciation for the way they balance youthful freshness with an emerging maturity. Japanese viewers may not always speak loudly in public comment sections, but fanart and private discussions show a quiet admiration for their ability to hold both innocence and complexity in the same frame. In Thailand, the Philippines, Indonesia, and other parts of Southeast Asia, reactions are often more openly expressive. Edits filled with music, bright colors and playful captions frame them as a couple you can laugh with, cry with, and cheer for. The tone is warm, almost familial, as if watching two younger relatives finding their way. In the United States, Canada, Australia and many European countries, the conversation often widens to include their careers. People discuss the challenges of moving from child star to serious actor, or from breakout actress to established lead. Here, their possible relationship is not just romantic curiosity, it becomes part of a wider discussion about work, public image and the psychological demands of fame. Despite these differences, there is a thread that ties all these reactions together, a desire to see them treated kindly. Whether the comments are written in English, Korean, Japanese, Thai, French or any other language, the underlying message is similar. If they make each other stronger and happier, then the world is willing to stand back, watch and quietly hope for the best.